Okay, here we go. Hi, ladies. Hi, it's Kat from Diaries of a Wandering Artist. Let me see if I can adjust this better. Okay, that should be good. Um, I'm on my phone again. Oh, we'll see what happens. I'm using my phone to record again. I've been having a lot of problems with it. Um, Hopefully it's not going to shut off in 10 minutes. And then sometimes it decides to go 40 minutes. I don't get it. I removed everything off my phone. I did a data dump. We'll see what happens. But today what I'm doing is well, why I'm doing hold on a minute. I can't talk and do this, I guess. I am going to do a journal. I did make one for my daughter, and I forgot to bring it out here to show you. I will eventually show you that one. My daughter's pretty simple. She doesn't like a lot of ephemera. She wanted a lot of pages to write with. Um, it's a mermaid journal that I made her. And this next one that I'm doing is going to be called Tea Time with Alice. And let's see. I have two kits. You can't see it. It's over here on this left side, past my scissors, so you can't see the papers, but what I can show you. Okay. Let me show you this. This is kind of a mishmash of different kits together. One kit is the spring tea kit from Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina's shop. And the other kit is the Alice in Wonderland pages. And I believe that one is from Mixed Media, Minnesota, I believe. I'll put the links down below for you when I'm done with the video. But there's some other pieces in here too that I got from, like these little cards are from Graphic 45, and I cut them out. The backs didn't come out right. What I did was I photocopied them so I could keep the original, and I photocopied them so that I can use them in the books over and over again, whatever I'm going to do. I have a ton of ideas, for Alice in Wonderland. So this probably won't be my first book on Alice in Wonderland. I love Alice in Wonderland. I actually just ordered the book, the original book, Alice in Wonderland. It's in fair condition. I don't know what the pages are like. I hope there's no pages missing. I don't care if it's grungy. It's got the original cover and everything. I got it off of Abe Books, which Amazon owns Abe Books. I don't know if anyone knew that, but I just found that out. No big deal. I love Amazon, but it was kind of weird to find that out. But anyway, yeah, this is what I'm doing today. I'll show you a card that I did. Actually, I did this card a while ago, and I knew I was going to do Alice in Wonderland, but I just didn't know when. But I started altering these cards. I got a plain deck. Now the back is covered because I just glued another rabbit on the back But originally the cards are like this. They're very, very plain, and the backs are red. Kind of goes good with the Queen of Hearts, you know. But you can use anything because you can always cover this. And what I did was I have a sanding block, and one side is fine and the other side is rough. And I sanded the back because it's a shiny card. So I sanded it this way to take off the shininess so I could glue on it. But the front of the card has kind of like a matte. It's a little bit glossy, but not as glossy as the back. So they might have put a matte finish on the front and a glossy on the back. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, all I did was I glued the pictures on. They did kind of slip and slide a little bit when I first started doing this, but you could sand this, but then it kind of wrecks the image. And I'll show you what I did after that. Well, this is tea-dyed or tea-stained paper, which I'm going to use some of this today. But what I did was I took book pages and I just randomly glued them onto the card. They weren't completely glued on. I just dotted glue here and there. And then I put the paper directly on there and I let it dry. So when it was done drying, I ripped off the pieces that I could rip off, as you can see. And then here is another one. I'm not happy that I covered too much of this card. I didn't really want to do that. I've been trying to leave as much as the images so you know what's under there as possible. You know, this is the 7. I tried to get it off the other 7. It didn't really work, but anyway. Yeah, I put too much glue on some of them. But here's a king of, I think this is a spade. Anyway, I don't play cards, as you can tell. Anyway, yes, these are altered. I'm doing altered playing cards. And I thought this would be really cool for Alice in Wonderland because the cards, you know, attack her in the book, you know. And I got the Queen of Hearts, which I've basically finished her. And it looks old and, you know, vintagey after you're done, which looks really cool. You know, which is you take a tea bag, a used tea bag, after you're done putting on, like when this one, say, and you open up the tea bag. I'm going to do some today. I might do them all. I don't know. It just depends on my phone. If it shuts off, I'll make another video, like a small one, and just thank you all for watching my video and stuff like that. And I'll put the links in my description. But what I do is after I have a cup of tea, I save these and I let them dry out with the tea involved inside, and I just empty them. And what I do is I put them onto the card like that, and I paint it on. I want to try to save this. Yeah, I'm going to save as much as I can. Now I've got the king. Where is he? I'm going to do this one because I haven't done anything to him. The King of Hearts, I wanted to show you how I do this. The only thing is what I'll do is I'll let him dry, and then I'll use this card to show you the next step so that we won't have to wait 20 years for this card to dry. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I got some tea leaves falling around here. Let's see. Okay. And since I have some tea dyed, you know, I used this as a base when I was doing something and I got tea all over it. So I said, oh, I'll save those papers, you know. And so yeah, I got this bunny. He's the, you know, I'm going to be late type dude. And I took this from the Graphic 45. I got the small set. I think it's 8 by 8. Yeah, 8 by 8 of Alice in Wonderland papers, and I'm going to use some of those too inside the book. So I'll have like 3 or 4 different um, artists that, and I also got some bonus stuff from Julius, and I'm trying to remember the name of his shop. Oh shoot. Um, mm, I I got it in my head, but I can't pronounce it. Anyway, he sent me this because I had ordered some other digitals from him, and I thought this was perfect timing. This is Keep Calm and Drink Tea, so that's going to go into the Alice in Wonderland book, which will be awesome. And I've got it on digital, so I can use it as many times as I want. And then he sent me some book plates with Alice in Wonderland, and then he sent me this here. I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. And this is Alice saying this in Wonderland. So yeah, it's really I've never really read the whole story of Alice in Wonderland, so I'm excited to get that book, the original, and I'm going to read it. And then here's the book plate that Julia sent me. This book belongs to the library of, and I'll put this in the front um, cover of the book on the inside, so whoever gets the book, they can put their name in it. So I thought that would be cool. But also, yeah, this is still drying, believe it or not. I had it underneath the bottle because it was warping so bad. Um, I stuck it under my Fabri-Tac bottle because it's heavy. Okay, these are some other ones that I did. These are just black and white characters from the book. I don't know their names. I know this is the Mad Hatter. He's the only one I recognize. And this is one of the servants to the king and queen of hearts. He carried the crown in, I guess, I think they were going to crown Alice. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read the book, like I said. But these are some of the characters. And I also have some quotes. I haven't printed them out yet. I have some quotes from the book Alice in Wonderland and our Adventures, Alice and the Adventures of Wonderland, whatever the name of the book is. Anyway, yeah, these are some of the characters, and I just kind of used my distress ink, and I went over them with that. I didn't put any tea bags on them, but I think I'm just going to leave them as is. They look pretty dingy and grungy. So I'll see afterwards. I got a bunch to do. But yeah, I like the way the Queen of Hearts came out. I think it came out really, really nice. But anyway, let's move on here because I'll talk forever. Let me see. I got my Mod Podge here. This is the matte Mod Podge. And I'm just going to, let's see. Okay. I don't want any sharp edges. I don't want any corners on here. I just realized I'm not going to be painting. I do have my new, I don't think I can reach it. I'd have to get up. I had it on here and I moved it. I have my new tier ruler. The one from We Are Memory Keepers. The blue ones, the plastic blue ones. Oh my God, I love that ruler. Okay, I'm just gonna dab like areas. It's not going to be, trying to think. Yeah, I don't want to cover. I think I'm going to tear that off because I don't want to cover. the king's face. Okay, this is going to be, okay. So I'm just dabbing the glue in different areas, and I'm going to just paste it down onto him. See, it's going to come off because these cards are very, very slippery. I forget how I did it the last time. It's been a while. In fact, it was in, I wasn't even living in this apartment when I did these. Okay, let me glue this down here. So basically you're going to leave it like that. I did have a few cards that I hadn't ripped anything off, but I think I already ripped them off. So you just let this dry. And you really have to let it dry. It's not like you let it dry an hour. You'd let it dry overnight. So you randomly put on, you know, pieces. And I will put the tea bag on him too. Like, I'm going to trim this a little bit at the top. It's got these little pointy things from when I had opened up. I cut the tea bag. I cut the top off with the instead of trying to take off the staple they put into the tea bag, I just cut the top off. That little, you know, weird looking top on there. I cut it off with the string and with the staple. And then I just, when it was still full, I just let it dry, you know. Let's see. I'm going to stick this over here. One of my cats is going crazy. If you hear any banging or meowing, it's her. Okay, now next what I want to do is, let me trim this a little bit. Oh, sorry, I don't want to get out of view. These are just those little things on the ends. Okay. You know, you can still save these little bits and you know, the little bits of this and use them on a collage. You know, even though they're that tiny, you can still like put Mod Podge down and then sprinkle these over the Mod Podge. And I'm trying to look and see if I have a little container to put them in. I don't think I do. So I'll just stick them over here with the ripped up paper, because I know that's getting really crazy. He's saving the saving things, but let's see if I can get this open. Oh, good. So this is, you can cut it if you want, but I like to just peel it apart. I think it's, you know, you'll save more of the bag. And this is it's kind of glued itself together in a way. That's the excess tea So it'd be like the Boston Tea Party when they threw the tea in the harbor. You're gonna have tea leaves everywhere. Okay. Try to keep my work area clean. Hopefully. We're hoping. Okay, now I can use my brush. And this card, I'm just going to, I'm going to do the Mod Podge over the whole thing, and then I'm going to put the tea bag, and you'll be able to see exactly how it changes it. And I just got myself a new Mod Podge because the, let me see how many minutes I can't. Let me put on my glasses. Shouldn't be that long. Wow, 20 minutes already? Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Isn't it the truth? Okay, so anyway, see what happens when I talk? I get misguided. Okay, I'm going to use this one that has this piece kind of, let me cut this in half. God, I could craft all day and all night. Okay, let's see, move this up a little. I want to try to get it as even as I can. It doesn't matter really. I mean, you can always trim the card after. And then you just Mod Podge over this. And this is such an easy, project. And you can alter these for anything you're doing. And see, it's going to be kind of white right now because of the Mod Podge. But once it all dries, it'll be really, really cool. Probably should have moved that up a little more. This is on the edge. That's okay. So anyway, I'm going to put these over here out of the way. And like with these, you can leave them like this to make them look old without any further embellishments. And you can even put stuff on the back. There's a little bit of Mod Podge from the last time I did these on the back. I don't know if you can see it. Let me put on my light. Let there be light. So anyway, there's a little bit of Mod Podge on here. And when I went over with my Distress ink, it kind of brought out those little pieces of Mod Podge that are on the back and made it look even more grungy, which was cool. But yeah, and I could, if I really want to, I can go over this, with more of the Distress ink, make it even more grungier, and, go over the edges like this, make it look real dirty. And then kind of like, I like to go from corner to corner, kind of like that in an angle, and not grunge up these parts too much, but do alternate corners to see. Now it really looks grungy. See, that looks real grungy. So yeah, that's what I like to do. But I mean, you could put buttons, or you could put fabric on here. Like you could even make those little paper snippets and then glue one on this corner. You could do a lot of things. You could punch a hole in here, and you could put a little ribbon, like what is it? Sari or sorry? I don't even know the name of the ribbon. I think it's sari. But you could put that ribbon, that really silky ribbon, a piece of that in here. You could put a, what's the thing? The tab. You could put a little tab up here. I didn't even think about that, like, until now. Like, I have all my stuff over there. I don't have a lot of room, like table room. So when I want to get to things, it's really hard for me. So I'm trying to save money to buy one of those big, um, it comes from Home Depot. It's a wooden table and it's a workbench. You can get them in different sizes and it's on wheels. And also it has a handle that you can, you turn it and you could put the height of the table up and down, which is awesome. And I've been looking at that for a while and I really want to get one. Um, and I can get rid of this desk and put this desk in my bedroom, and I can have that big table up here against the wall or even like towards the middle of the room. And I want to remove the couch. There's a couple of things in here I got to remove too. But I think that'd be really cool to be able to stretch out and put all my stuff, in a line more or less, like an assembly line, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but as far as embellishments right now, this is done for the, at the meantime, and I'm thinking about it now. I could even just do some extra stuff on this, like we were talking about. So we'll see. Okay, here's another one I'm gonna do. This is the King of Spades. So I'm gonna paint him and I'm gonna put, and even so, this would be a good idea to put these on an Etsy store. I don't have an Etsy store right now. I used to have one and I shut it down before the pandemic. Um, you know, oop, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Anyway, before the what's happened. Anyway, yeah. So I shut it down. Ooh, this is coming out really nice. Okay, so I got this one going. Boy, I'm gonna need some room here. But yeah, this book that I'm doing for Alice in Wonderland is, I'm gonna try to do most of the heart stuff. I got the 10 of hearts right here. I did. So yeah. I'm gonna have to get up because I have, I think this is the only, I got a bag of tea bags over there, and I'm probably gonna have to get up and get them because this is the only tea bags I got left that are sitting here. Yeah, and I love to use tea bags. Okay, let's see. And when I went over to Walmart the other day and I got this new brush for my, I got two of them. The other one's a little bit wider than this one. And I got it specifically for my, my glues, my Mod Podge and whatever else. Okay. Yeah, and when they dry clear. It's gonna dry like this. And it's gonna look really grungy. So it's gonna be Look, it'll look nice. And any white that I have on these cards, I'll just I'll grunge them up with the distress ink. Gotta wipe my hands. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Uh, hmm. Here's the Jack of Hearts. Here is the Ace. So we'll do those. I'll do the other ones later. I got some more of the hearts in here, different ones. Whoop. Remember when you were a kid and you'd be in school and you get the glue all over you and you'd be peeling your hands? That's so random, isn't it? That I said that. But when I was a kid, I used to love it. And the teacher, I saw someone else doing it and I immediately started doing it in the class. And I took the glue and I started putting it all over my fingers. And I'm gonna make, since this is all glue, I'm gonna save this and make some journal cards. So that's gonna dry. Okay. So yeah, I did that in school and I loved doing that. And the teacher seen the one child doing it and grabbed the glue away and was mad. And then she saw me and she took it away from me and was yelling at us. I remember that. That was too funny. I had no clue why she was yelling. I'm like, why is she yelling? We're having fun. I used to do a lot of stupid things. Let me see. I'm going to put, since this tea bag is not going to cover this, I'm going to put this extra stuff here. These little tidbits that I was holding on to. It's just the paper, but oops, this is sticking. And you know, once these are dry, if you wanted to, you know, because there were gaps on this one, you can add more stuff to it once it dries, and even on the edges. Let me see. Yeah, see, this is sticking up. I could probably cut that off and put it on the bottom once it's dry. I did move my computer off my desk, which I have a laptop. See, now look at this card. I was even thinking of making a hole and putting a little eyelet in here and then put a little charm. And here's the bunny on the back from, this is Graphic 45's Alice in Wonderland cards. They come in that 8x8. And I bought that. I actually got from Renee, I think, yeah, Renee from, oh God, why can't I remember these people's shops? I think her shop is called Bubbles for Me, or Lots of Bubbles for Me, around there. I'll put it in the description, don't worry. I've got all her information. Yeah, she sent me, I actually bought the fairy one, the 8x8 with the fairies, the paper pad, and that one is beautiful too. I'm gonna make a fairy um, journal, and I've got a couple of other um, kits from other shops that I'm gonna add to it. I like to mix kits. I don't like just to do one kit. Um, is it reachable? Let me think. No, I don't see it. I made a bee journal. I'm gonna, when I get up, because I need to get more, I'm gonna need to get more of, oh, I can't even think, talk, nothing. The tea bags. Let me get them. Okay. Hold on a minute. This is my ephemera. I'll show you. This is my ephemera book. I got some papers in there and stuff. I'll show you in one sec. Let me find let me find that book that I did. Oh, it's right in here. Doy. I got a couple of covers too. I'll show you one that I finished. But this is the bee journal that I made. It's a small one. It's a um, single. I can see the word in my head. I just can't say it. It has a single signature in here, and I'll show you the inside of it really quickly, because I can get off on a tangent here. I think everybody knows that. Can you see it? Yeah, I believe you can. Okay, I don't want to get glue on it. That's all I need. My hands are dry. I'll just go through this quickly. But yeah, this is a bee journal I put together. This is my very first book that I ever did. Like, I just did this a couple of weeks ago. And I was watching Gail, and she used these papers from was it Hello Susan?